Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the tight end, Davidson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll drop to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And back deep, Deontay Johnson. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And if you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And
you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
Hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right now that you needed, go ahead and get...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Zach Davidson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first on the road here in L.A. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Open man is Davidson, the tight end. The 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at second and long. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Zach Davidson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Touchdown, LA!
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Johnson will return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Higgins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
28, Rams 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
In motion, the tight end. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
It's caught inside the 25. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And oh, it'll intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 26-yard line.
2nd and 4. And his throw here is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Zach Davidson
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's got some space here. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Rocky Sin there to make the tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Dancing to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Back to throw again.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Counter play with Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 6-touchdown lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
19 tight.
They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to the tight end, Davidson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down, Las Vegas.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Chandler Jones drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
18 Rebels.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Davidson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
It's a game of 25 yards.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll set up a throw, and this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm, 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Below Nichols in there to take him down.
Talk about two sides of the ball and cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Come on. 18, Pioneer.
Looking to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45.
115 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it?
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QB is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Las Vegas, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for L.A., they're square.